Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a Midrank Madness game between DTbogangles and Brokenwar here on Lightshade, the latter edition. Midrank Madness is just Platinum and Diamond and Gold level replay sent to Sniper Monkey at the email address in the description. So again, if you want me to cast your game, go ahead and send it to Sniper Monkey with the subject of Midrank Madness. He will watch it guaranteed. And in the bottom right, we have Brokenwar, a red Zerg player. And in the top left, a blue Zerg player, DTbogangles. Why must we fight, brother? We should Baneling bust some Terrans. He's not wrong about that. Zerg fighting. It's like, come on, we're friends. I'm actually a Protoss player, says Brokenwar. Wow, I'm just trying out Zerg. He's off racing. Look at this. Look at this guy. Off racing a Zerg in the Midrank Madness levels. Nice. Welcome, says DTbogangles. Both players going for the hatch first. Which, honestly, in a ZVZ, I'm so afraid just to go hatch first. I feel like I die to pool first plays more often than not. But, you know, the pros do it. Cyril and Raynor go hatch first in their ZVZs all the time. And it totally works out for them, even if their opponent goes for a pool first play. So I just have to be good, I think, is the whole concept here. Just got to be good after that. And then if you hold it, you're in an advantage. Never making enough pylons. I mean... I like this drone scout. One of my biggest and most consistent suggestions in Midrank Madness and Brave Noob World, the lower level casts for these, is scout. Like, get in there. See what your opponent's up to. I know the Zerg players don't scout with drones. I know Cyril and Raynor and Dark and Rogue never do it. I understand this. It's because it would hurt them economically. I promise you're never going to lose a game because you sent a drone out to scout at like 16 supply. It's peace of mind, right? It allows you to know what's going on. Let's get inside the main base, see if there's a Baneling nest. There's a macro hatch from DT. Man, remember when he mentioned Baneling busts? He's making a Baneling nest, and he's got a macro hatch inside the main. Brokenwar's in a spot of trouble. Brokenwar either needs to get a Roach Horn or a Baneling nest himself. If he just tries to hold a Baneling Ling style attack with Lings himself, he's gonna die. I suppose DTbogangles could mess up. There we go. Roach Horn. Okay. Like, he could mess up his Baneling micro immensely and be a very sad panda. But, I don't know. Midrank Madness, that's not too... It's not too big of a deal. I mean, this is where I would sneak Lings down if I was going to Baneling bust. Bojangles is actually supply blocked, making 2 Overlords, but... Pro tip, if one of your Overlords is being attacked by something at this stage of the game, just fire up another couple immediately. Don't wait until it dies and then fire up some Overlords. Because you're going to be supply blocked for a while, but not forever. Alright, dumb Zerglings. That Baneling hit. Oh, smart. Brokenwar. Not interested in getting eaten by that Baneling. Oh, does... Ooh, sneaks one Ling out. Target fires the Baneling. Oh, that's fantastic. This Baneling's not coming up either. Oh, this handful of Zerglings is getting way too much done. Meanwhile, on the other side, Baneling is wandering in. But, I mean... Can't kill a full HP drone with a Baneling. It brings them to very low. Like, if you hit everything with one Baneling, so they're all at, you know, 8 HP, and then bring some Zerglings in, you can finish off a mineral line really fast. Or just bring 2 Banelings. That's not a bad option either. So the Roach production needs to start, like, now for Brokenwar. He's sitting... Oh, he doesn't have any gas at all? Has he ever taken any gas? I don't know that he's ever taken any gas, you guys. He's got 2 extractors. He's just now saturating this. Man. Okay. If you're going to go roaches, which you're not, but if you were going roaches, saturating both your gases would be amazing. Also getting a safety spore, just in case it's Ling Baneling into Mutalisk, which is a fair consideration to make. as there is a lair coming in, and he is getting ground carapace upgrades. Does he not have speed yet? Bojangles sort of forgot about speed, so pro tip for DTbogangles, don't forget about speed. It's a great upgrade. It will help you immensely in your attempts to kill people with lings and banelings. So it's queens for now, with 5 roaches in production. Man, there's a little tiny window here, but he doesn't have the speed upgrade. I think that's delaying his ability to attack in here. And now there's roaches. The window has closed. Roaches trade so stupid well against banelings. They don't take any bonus damage from them. They have a lot of HP. It just... This might be ambitious to take the 3rd and your 4th gas on 30 workers, Brokenwar. I'd recommend getting up to at least 45, maybe even 50 workers before you take these extractors. And on 3 bases, you can do it. I mean, even just fully saturating the natural with 8 more drones, I would feel much, much better about this. 3rd base coming in from Bojangles. Speed is done for Brokenwar. Look at... Or actually, no, from Bojangles. Brokenwar's just starting his speed. So he's got slowlings and roaches. So both players sort of forgetting entirely about ling speed there for a minute. That's a lot, man. That is a lot. Alright, so the banelings are going to hit. Is he transfusing? He's transfusing roaches. He's transfusing queens. What a boss. But suddenly, it does not seem to be enough. The queens are all dead. The roaches are all dead. Wait, why would you leave? DTbogangles had this game won and pulled back. I'm just, for the record, that's what happened. He could wipe out this entire mineral line. He could run into the main base and do the same thing. I like that he tried to build a baneling in the mineral line. Is he messing around? Bojangles is messing around with Brokenwar here. He is. There is no Zerg player on Earth that is trying to win the game that gets in there, wipes out 5 queens and like 4 roaches and a bunch of Zerglings, has free reign of a mineral line, and gets out of there. Right? 1 drone has died. No, Baney. Bojangles is upset about this. See, and now... now it feels like Bojangles is just having a good time. I don't know what I'm doing, says Brokenwar. It's a fair point. Trying to play ZVZ when you don't know what you're doing is a terrible experience. I don't know what I'm doing either, although he does have observers. He's killing creep tumors. He's throwing down a spire. He's making changelings. Bojangles is a lot more experienced with Zerg than Brokenwar is. I'm just going to say... Burrow's getting researched by Bojangles. Like, he's honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't like double expanded at this point, which he could afford to do, by the way. Brokenwar, just at 41 drones, good. It's better than the 30 he was at. I feel more comfortable about this. Getting a Hydralisk Den, love that. Yeah, a big Roach Hydra style push would be pretty amazing against this little Lingbane stuff. Also, the Hydras that they got there before the mutant count got too high would be pretty incredible too. So yeah, Roachwarren, Infestation Pit, Hydralisk Den. Bojangles feels like he can do whatever he wants. Ow, that was a huge explosion. Yeah, that's what you can do. You just wander in banelings 1 or 2 at a time. Bojangles is totally messing with this kid. He is. He's sending changelings in. He's like, Brokenwar doesn't know what changelings are. Oh, those are lings. Of course they are. Wait, hold on. So they're slow, but they have the wings? I never realized that about changeling Zerglings before. They're slow, but they have the wing visual. That's weird. What a weird choice from Blizzard to do it that way. More Hydralisks in production, working on that there range upgrade for the Hydra is Brokenwar. You don't want to go too heavy on the Hydralisks because banelings wreck Hydras. Bonus versus light is kind of a huge deal. Getting tunneling claws too here is Bojangles. So I don't know. Like Brokenwar has a bigger army. Worker count is actually pretty similar. Which means I think Brokenwar is ahead. That said, Bojangles just took a 4th. Some macro hatches up there. He recognized he had to spend his money. He's down to 100 now, so good job by him. recognizing if you're having trouble spending your money, build more production facilities, which is what hatcheries are, and expand a couple times. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah, look at these guys. Look at that. They're running and skipping like they have the metabolic boost. But they don't, because they're slow. This is a weird game. I mean, it's not the game's fault for that, but... yeah, a bunch of drones going down here in the third base, but Roach Hydra Queen, not bad. Going for some Corruptors, which is not actually super useful against Roach Hydra, it turns out. So, Brokenwar, making more Roaches and more Lings on his 47 workers. Resaturating the third base would be amazing. Taking a fourth base would be super cool as well. So now I'm rooting for Brokenwar now, because Bojangles could have ended this game and decided to extend it out of his own entertainment. Maybe out of a sense of pity. He's like, all right, this guy, he's not only is he playing Zerg, but he's also Protoss main, and he doesn't know what he's doing, and killing him fast isn't going to teach him anything, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the mentality is here at all. Yeah, but Bojangles saturating his gases, actually undersaturating his gases consistently across the board here. I don't know why, and he hasn't taken his natural gases either, which is interesting. I don't like this Corruptor Ling Roach composition against Roach Hydra Ling. I don't. I wish that Brokenwar had more stuff, as he is floating 3,000 minerals and 1,800 gas. So again, if you're floating, make more production facilities, expand a couple times. I like the Overlord positioning by Bojangles, recognizing I need to know when my opponent is expanding. Yeah, the Overlord spread here is actually pretty impressive overall from Bojangles. But he lets him have the top right base. It's a really weird comp out of Bojangles right now, right? A lot of Lings, some Roaches, and some Banelings. I just don't... oh, the Lings are eating up these Hydras, man. Is there a huge upgrade discrepancy here? It is 2 armor to 0 armor, so that's a big deal. Yes. The transfuses out of Brokenwar are kind of impressive, though. They've really been good today. Here's another one. And despite the upgrade disadvantage, it allows Brokenwar to just barely hold here. Alright, resources lost are even across the board here. He knows how to kill changelings. I mean, Protoss has that experience, in all fairness. So we got Corruptors, Roaches, and Banes. Production tab for Brokenwar is, there we go, firing up 9 Roaches now. He decides to go for the counterattack, but I just don't see a way that Bojangles doesn't win this. He's just more experienced. He knows what he's doing. More. I mean, I'm not saying that Bojangles is a GM or anything, but he has a better sense of Zerg, especially in ZVZ. Like, you know what's good is Hydras. He actually does get into the natural base here, while Bojangles is away, and Bojangles comes back to try to deal with it. I don't know. Ling's trickling in a couple at a time. Roach Hydra, Ling kind of handling that. Banelings connecting, and then just too many Roaches at this point. Even without the Mutalisks, okay, that army gets wiped out. So Bojangles comes home. Didn't even bring all of his Lings to do it. He did actually wipe out the 4th base of Brokenwar while he was doing that. 9 Hydras in production. Brokenwar still floating a ton of cash. It's not actually injecting. I just realized. Not all that much. The Queens are too important for base defense for Brokenwar now for it actually to be used for injects, which is a problem because it means that your larva count is only 7, and you need to spend your cash at the stage. If you die with 5,000 minerals in the bank, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, 5,000 minerals in the bank, 2,600 gas in the bank. The Ultralisks, Los Ultralisks have arrived. Brokenwar top right. Trying to expand here. Again, I don't see a world. It is 103 to 48 army supply. DTbogangles has this thing. Again, should have had this thing at about the 6 or 7 minute mark, but decided, you know, I don't get to make Ultralisks a lot in ZVZ. So let's go there, huh? Yeah, Brokenwar. Spend your cash. Inject your hatchery so you can spend your cash better. Maybe make a macro hatch like DTbogangles did here. He's having a much easier time spending his money as a result. That's so funny. It makes me laugh. I don't know why. Did they change that? I swear slowlings used to be slowlings without the wings as changelings. But yeah, Brokenwar having a rough go of it. And it's just not enough. Like, if it was the right composition, you could probably get away with it not being enough, but yeah, transfuses are incredible. I think that Ultra is actually going to die. It does, but base sniped in the meantime, so small victories. Holy crap. Okay, transfuses are not enough. The Ultras are on top of the Queens, both sides. A handful of Hydras pop out, but their damage output is not enough to handle the Ultralisks, and that's it. GG. Says Brokenwar. Well played, says Bojangles, and Brokenwar is your winner in 16 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, resources lost here. They were even, but at the end of the day, about 5,000 more resources lost for Brokenwar than Bojangles. Total workers killed 21-7. Just the income was more for Bojangles, and he kept his bank lower. I mean, what more do you want to say in a game of StarCraft than that, right? Just beautiful. Honestly, super, super impressive plays there out of Bojangles. But again, could have done a little bit more to win the game earlier. We're aware of that, you know. I like the Roaches. Roaches in ZVZ are really good. I mean, pro tip, eventually you want to get up to Lurkers, because Lurkers are the answer to Hydralisks, Roaches, Ultralisks, Lings, and Banelings. They have a ton of utility in ZVZ. So you can get up to that. Not right away. Like, you don't rush Lurker necessarily. Although I guess you could try to do that. We'd probably die to Lings first, but anyway. Yeah, Bojangle just wanted to have a bit of a good time here. Make Ultralisks, Mutalisks, Roaches, Hydras, Banelings. And he did. He had a good time with it, I think. He had a good time. Much better time than just an initial Ling rush with Banelings would do, right? Right. All right. Incredible. So that right there is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a mid-rank madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.